And we continue our discussion on education tonight with our political analyst, former Senator Bob McKnight. He joins us now live in the newsroom. And Senator, other than prosecuting kids with guns, the Republican platform on education does not seem to address decaying and often dangerous inner-city public schools, or does it?
Well, I don't think it does, but I think it's important for us to remember, as Mr. Sanchez said earlier, the Republican position in their platform is choice, that a student can go wherever they would like to go for their education. And most significantly, Mika, take the money with them. Now, the net effect of that, as you pointed out in your question, is the potential raid on public schools, particularly in the inner cities. To my knowledge, the Republican Party platform is silent on that, and it's a major issue.
All right, Senator, and our former Florida Governor Jeb Bush has authored many of the planks of the Republican education platform. What is the essence of his recommendations?
Well, I think as Floridians, all of us are proud of our former governor and the role he's playing in articulating a national policy for the Republican Party. It is, as I just indicated, and also as Mr. Sanchez indicated, choice, letting students go where they would like. Now, that includes not just public schools, but private schools as well. And that's where it becomes controversial, because they are taking public dollars into potentially private schools. There's also an advocacy in the Governor Bush's program for homeschooling as well. So it's a major difference between the two parties.
And as you mentioned, Senator, the Republican platform has been silent on salaries and incentives for teachers. Do you think that is wise?
Well, probably not, because so many people still do have their children in public schools, and the teachers and teachers' unions are very, very active. But I think there's a message there for the teachers' unions as well. We can see a balancing out in the Congress. There's a strong sentiment that there ought to be support for merit pay for teachers, and that the teachers union need to support those reform efforts. There's a great difference between the two parties on educational reform, and if I could, I'd like to highlight President Obama's critique of the Romney position on education. President Obama says, the way Governor Romney talks about them, it seems as he thinks these are a bunch of nameless government bureaucrats that we need to cut back on, and his economic plan would certainly do that. In response, Governor Romney says about the president's education plan, the Obama economy has been deeply unfair to the next generation, burdening them with trillions in new debt and leaving half of recent graduates jobless or underemployed. Get involved in this issue of education and vote this year.
All right, Senator, as always, we appreciate your insight. We look forward to speaking with you more tomorrow on our newscast. Thank you.
Thank you, Mika.